Sirens' horror. The night was a dense shroud of darkness, broken only by the faint glow of the crescent moon. A chilling breeze whispered through the trees, their skeletal branches reaching out like bony fingers grasping at the heavens. The air was heavy with an unsettling silence, as if the very earth held its breath, waiting for something dreadful to unfold. In the small, remote town of Willowbrook, nestled deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, an eerie tension hung in the air. The residents had always spoken of the legendary Sirens' horror, a haunting tale passed down through generations. It was said that the spirits of restless souls, victims of a long-forgotten tragedy, still roamed the woods, searching for redemption. For centuries, the town had been shrouded in mystery, and its people lived in fear of the sound that haunted their nightmares, the distant, mournful wail of the Willowbrook Sirens. These old, rusted sirens had stood atop the town's fire station, relics of a time when they served a different purpose. Now, they were a source of dread, a constant reminder of the town's dark history. It was on this fateful night that Mark, an inquisitive journalist with a fascination for the macabre, arrived in Willowbrook. Intrigued by the legends and stories he had heard, he had come to investigate the truth behind the Sirens' horror. Mark checked into the quaint inn on the outskirts of town, a place where the elderly innkeeper, Sarah, eyed him with a mix of concern and curiosity. "Stay away from those sirens," she warned in a hushed tone. "They say no good comes to those who get too close." Mark dismissed her caution as superstitious nonsense. He was determined to uncover the secrets of Willowbrook, unaware that his obsession with the sirens would lead him down a path from which there was no return. As he ventured deeper into the town, the forest seemed to close in around him. The shadows danced, and the air grew colder, prickling his skin like 1,000 unseen eyes watching his every move. His flashlight pierced the darkness, revealing eerie figures carved into the trees and weathered stones bearing names and dates long forgotten. The whispers of the wind began to sound like distant sobbing, and the mournful howl of the Willowbrook sirens grew louder with every step. Mark's heart quickened, a bead of sweat forming on his brow. An irrational fear began to grip him. Finally, he reached the old fire station, and there they stood, the sirens. Their peeling paint, twisted metal, and broken bulbs seemed to mock him. Mark hesitated for a moment, his journalistic instincts warring with his mounting dread. But the allure of the unknown was too strong, and he took a step closer. As Mark approached, the sirens began to emit a spine-chilling wail, a mournful lament that echoed through the night, causing him to recoil in terror. The sound was otherworldly, a symphony of despair that seemed to emanate from the very souls of the departed. He stumbled backward, his heart pounding, realizing too late that he had crossed a threshold into the unknown. The sirens' wails intensified, their ghostly melody calling out to the lost souls of Willowbrook, and Mark found himself enveloped in darkness as a horde of ethereal figures emerged from the woods. The town's history and its restless spirits had ensnared him in a horrifying nightmare, and he now understood the true meaning of the sirens' horror. As the spirits closed in around him, their mournful wails blending with his own screams, Mark knew he had become a part of the legend, a warning to all who dared to delve too deeply into the darkness that lay hidden in the heart of